Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another NBA 2K21 video. Today we will be talking about how to use the aiming stick feature in 2K21 and specifically how to use it for your different post moves. Now this is not going to be a tutorial on how to do all the different post moves like hook shots, drop steps, spins. If you want a tutorial like that, I did do one on the channel already. Top right of your screen, you'll see a card. You guys can go ahead and click that. It's going to teach you how to do all these post moves, the controls for them. This is specifically going to show you guys how to use the right stick to start your shots in the post and actually aim your post shots so that you guys can make them. So that's what we're going to get into in this video with a hand cam. As you guys can see, I do have the handy dandy hand cam here. So first things first, you need to go to your settings, go over to options and go to controller settings. Once you get in here, you need to come down to shot aiming and make sure you have shots and layups turned on. You have to have on layups because hook shots are considered layups. So you need to make sure you have shots and layups turned on. Shot timing, you do not necessarily need to have. It's not essential, but I highly recommend it. And that's because if you aim it wrong, but you get a green timing, you're still going to make the shot. But if you aim it well and you get a very late, the very late's not going to affect your shot. You're still probably going to make it as long as you aim it well. So there's really a no-brainer. You might as well use shot timing and aiming. It's twice the chance to get a green. Shot meter, you don't have to have turned on, but if you're just starting off, I definitely recommend it because you're going to need it to learn. Do not start with it off. After you get experience, you can maybe turn it off if you guys want to for that slight boost. But that's all you need to set this up. Then I suggest you guys go into the My Court and practice it because this method, while it's easy to aim, it's kind of hard to get used to it at first. So you definitely want to start off practicing because hands-on is the easiest way to figure this out. Because let me tell you guys, this is like my 7,302nd time recording this video because I'm really struggling trying to explain how to do this. Explaining it's pretty difficult. So I highly suggest look at the hand cam to get the visuals, and hopefully you guys can learn from the visuals because actually explaining it, putting words to how to do it has been kind of challenging for me, but we're gonna try it. Hopefully this take is the one that will work. As you guys probably just saw, that was not the last take because I just did a jump cut. So hopefully this will be the last take. I'm telling you guys, this is not easy stuff to explain. So I hope you guys appreciate it. So we're gonna get right into it. For all these different moves, you're gonna have to hold left trigger or L2 on PlayStation, of course. This is to be in the post. I'm not going to explain that every single time. Just know for all these moves, that has to be held down. You're not going to press right trigger or R2 unless I tell you to, because there's only a couple of moves that you actually need to use right trigger. So I'll tell you guys when to press that when the time comes. So do not press that, bro. For all of these, left trigger held down. We're going to start off with the post hook since that's one of the most popular moves in 2K21 due to it being very efficient. So to do a post hook, you have two different options with a post hook. You can either go to the left or the right, and that's based on which way you aim your stick. So you can either go up diagonal to the left or up diagonal to the right to do a hook shot. For example, here's one to the right, and then I'll show you guys one to the left real quick as well. And you can pretty much essentially choose which way you guys want to hook based on which way you're holding your stick. So up diagonal to left, up diagonal to the right. Now again, here it is. We're going to go into the aiming. Use the visuals because like I said, it's very difficult to explain. Essentially, when we go up diagonal to the right, our line is going to start off on the right and we want to get it into the yellow area to get it centered. And that, if we go up to the right, is going to be up to the top. Pretty much all of these, you want to go up to the very top of your stick, and that's where the middle is going to be. So when we go up diagonal to the right, we're just going to rotate it up like this. So up diagonal. Right there, I accidentally did a fadeaway, but let's try it one more time. Up diagonal for the hook. Up diagonal to the right, and then we're just going to rotate it over. So essentially it's a motion like this: up diagonal to the right to start the hook, and then rotate your stick up and over. You want to be very smooth with your motion on the right stick. You can flick it. Sometimes I do like some little flick shots to get greens really fast if I'm messing up my time, and you can flick shot to get it back in there. But for the most part, you want to be smooth, calm, and collected and just ease it into the middle. I'll show you guys one more time actually happening here. So go into the post, up diagonal to the right, and just ease it over. As you guys can see, my yellow line started on the very far right side of my meter, but I need to get into that yellow box. So I just kind of smoothly rotate it up diagonal to the right to get it into that little box. Very simple. Same thing on the other side. If I go over here, up diagonal to the left, we're going to have to rotate it up to the right. So up diagonal left, and then just rotate it up into the middle. It's very simple once you guys get the hang of it. Like I said, I highly suggest coming into your My Court and just practicing it. That's the easiest way to get a hang of it, but that's essentially the motion that you guys are looking for every single time. Up diagonal, and then you want to get it to the very center of the top of the stick, and I promise you guys that's going to be the middle every time. So if you guys can get it up to the center, you're going to be golden. That's going to be the middle every single time. So to go along with the hooks, you have shimmy hooks, which this year are actually pretty good. All you have to do a shimmy hook is the exact same controls as a hook shot, but you're going to hold right trigger or R2. So holding right trigger or R2, up diagonal to the right, I'm going to start my shimmy hook to the right, and then I just rotate it up to the middle. Show you one more time on the left, hold right trigger up to the left. It's gonna shimmy, and then I just smoothly move it over to the middle. You don't want to go fast, because if you go too fast, you're gonna fly right past it. So shimmy up over to the middle. Very, very simple. Once you get a hang of it, I do suggest trying out some flick shots. You can get some pretty cool moves down when you get some flick shots going, but for the most part, you want to be really, really smooth with it. So that's hook shots. We have hook shots explained. Hopefully you guys are keeping up with this. Again, like I said, it's hard to explain and it might be hard to understand. Look at the visuals, go to your my court and try to replicate it. That's going to be the easiest way, in my opinion, for you guys to learn. Next, we are going to go over fadeaways, and this is where things start to get a little bit confusing, so please try to stay with me. It's going to be very similar to the post hook shots, but instead of going up diagonal, you're going to go down diagonal to choose your fade. If you go down diagonal left, you're going to go to the left. If you go down diagonal right, you will go to the right. You can also move your stick straight left or straight right to do a fade, but I feel like down diagonal is a lot more efficient for me. You can play with both, see which one works for you, but for me, down diagonal is a lot more efficient and a lot easier to actually aim it. So again, down diagonal left goes left, down diagonal right goes right. The main thing you need to focus on when doing these moves is looking at which side of the court your player is on. If you're on the right side, you're always going to have to aim your meter to the right. If you're on the left side, you're always going to have to aim your meter to the left. So you're going to start off, if you're on the right side, you're going to start off left of the box, so you need to aim right. If you're on the left side of the court, you're going to start off right of the middle of the box, so you need to aim left. Hopefully that made sense. I'm going to show you guys, and then hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense for you guys. So we're going to start off with down diagonal to the right, and we're going to have to aim it right. So I'm going to move it up like we did before. So down diagonal to the right, rotate it up, and get it as close to the middle as I possibly can. So it's going to be very smooth. This one is going to be very drastic how far you have to go most of the times, so just kind of prepare for that. But essentially, this is the motion. Down diagonal right, and you're going to go up, straight up to the top. You want to be straight up to the top. Now going down diagonal left, fading towards the middle is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be going down diagonal left, but we need to aim to the right. So this time, instead of rotating up, we're actually going to rotate down to the bottom. So down diagonal to the left, and we're going to rotate to the bottom to get it in the middle. Straight down is going to be the middle for that. So this is going to be the motion if you're going towards the middle. Down diagonal left, and just kind of aim it down to the middle. So it's going to be similar to the hook shots, but it's going to be down. So if you're going towards the middle, if you're going with a left fade, you're going to go down to the middle. If you're going with the right fade, you're going to go up to the top. And this is when you're on the right side of the court. It's going to be the exact opposite on the left side of the court. For example, here, if we go down diagonal to the right to go towards the middle, we're going to have to aim it down left. So it's going to look something like that. So it's going to be very dependent on which side of the court you are on. And it's going to be the exact opposite if we go to the left as well on this side. We're going to have to aim down diagonal to the left and then bring it up like this right here. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. I know it's kind of hard to explain. Hopefully the visuals make sense. Hopefully I'm explaining it well. I'm trying my best. I really, really am. But my best advice is to get into the court and practice it. It's going to be very important that you guys know which way you need to aim, because if you're trying to figure out which way you have to aim in the heat of the moment with the defender jumping at you, chances are you're not going to aim well. So if you take some practice and you figure out which direction you have to aim ahead of time, you already know which direction you're going to need to aim because you've practiced it. You're going to be a lot better off. So I suggest doing that a lot. Another thing that gets a little bit more confusing is you also need to know which hand the ball is in. For example, if I go right here, I'm going to have to go to the left and not up. So I'm telling you guys, come in here and just practice it. The fades is where it gets tricky, but trust me, I know exactly which way I need to aim, whatever move I need to do without even thinking of it. It's just muscle memory. Like this way, I know exactly where I need to aim. And also, you can also look, if you forget in the heat of the moment, you can also kind of look, but just let your muscle memory kick in. I promise you, that's going to be the best way to do it. You guys see how kind of confusing it can be, but just come in here and practice. Same with the hooks though for the shimmy. If you want to do a shimmy, all you have to do is right trigger and the exact same controls and you will do a shimmy. And the shimmies are very good. I really like the shimmy hooks and fades this year. They're very effective. The fake gets people jumping and they're very easy to get in the middle because they're pretty slow. And a lot of times they kind of start in the middle for you like it did right there. So that is the fadeaways. Next up, we have the post hop shots. Now the post hop shots I just recently learned how to do. Shout out to the homie Profi Z. He sent me a video on how to do them. If I remember to, I will add a link to his channel in the description. If you're watching the video, bro, just comment and I'll pin your comment as well. So shout out to him. He showed me how to do this. I did not know how to do this for the life of me for a long time. So to do this, hold on left trigger like normal. Do not touch the left stick. If you're touching that left stick, I promise you it's not going to work. What you're going to need to do is you're pretty much doing a half spin with the right stick. If you guys in this position want to go towards the middle with your hop shot, you're going to start down at 6 o'clock, counterclockwise to 12. If you guys want a hop shot to the left, down at 6 o'clock, counterclockwise to 12. So for an example, See, it's hard to do. I haven't mastered it yet either. I literally just learned how to do this today, but I will try my best to show you guys. So do not touch the left stick, down diagonal, and you guys are gonna get it. And then aiming it is very similar to the fade. Essentially, you just kind of got to learn which side you're on and where to aim it. So if you're on the left side and you're going down diagonal to up like that, you pretty much just have to move. It's already in the motion you're going, so you're pretty much doing this little half spin. Right when you get to like this quarter spin, realistically is when it's going to start doing it. It's realistically a quarter spin, and then you just want to keep going up, get it in the middle for the proper timing. I have not mastered these personally. Like I said, not long before starting recording this video, I actually learned how to do this. So shout out to him again. I don't have it mastered. It's kind of tricky, but you guys see how to do it. The big thing is making sure you're not touching the left stick, because if you're touching the left stick, it's not going to work. So I'll show you guys here as well. It's going to be a hop over to the left, and then you can essentially just get it up in the middle. That's the cool thing about the hop shots, is they already start you off in the middle, so you pretty much just have to kind of steady your aim and get it in the middle. But that's how you're going to do the hop shots. Is going to be the exact opposite on this side. Try to get in the position here, just like that. And the hop shots are very effective this year. They're really, really good. So now that I know this is pretty deadly. I'm definitely going to be adding it to my arsenal. 100% going to be using this a lot, and they're pretty easy to aim too. I don't really have the hang of it yet, but I can already tell that they're going to be pretty easy. The step back, I don't know about the step back. I don't think he showed how to do a step back in this video. I'd assume maybe it's hold the right trigger. No, it's not. So I'd have to experiment with it, try to figure that out. I honestly have no idea how to do a step back instead of a hop shot out of the post. It's probably something with a half stick. I don't know. If I figured it out, I might make an update video for that. But that's pretty much all the post moves with the right stick aiming. You have fades, hop shots, shimmies, and hooks. And that's pretty much everything. Like I said, it's hard to explain. Hopefully I explained it well, man. I really do. I tried my best. You guys have the visuals to use as well, but I promise you the best way to learn is going to be to go into your my court and just get a feel for it. Once you get a feel for it, it's truly not that hard. You do want to be kind of graceful with your stick. Take it slow. Take it slow. Kind of just real calmly move that thing. Real calmly move it. So you're going to go diagonal, and then you pretty much just go from diagonal to straight up or straight down, depending on which situation you're in. It's really that easy. Straight up or straight down is always where your aim is going to be. Your aim is never going to be to the left. It's never going to be to the right. It's either straight up or straight down on that stick, depending on which move you're doing. And you just kind of got to learn which way you need to rotate it, and then you guys are going to be set. Once you guys figure it out, I promise you guys, you are unlocking a ton of potential in the post. The post is really, really solid this year with the aiming system. You can make all kinds of ridiculous shots. As of right now, it's pretty broken. Hopefully, eventually they'll post at least those They'll patch at least those post hook shots, but as of right now, they're still pretty broken. But that's how you do it. A lot of you have asked me for this tutorial. Hopefully it helped, man. I'm not kidding. I really struggled explaining. So if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it, because this video was a problem. I literally took like a billion takes of this video. It was not an easy video to make, but I hope you guys did enjoy it though. It's definitely worth it to teach you guys how to aim with the stick. Hopefully you enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will catch you guys next time, man. Peace. Oh, wait! God damn! Fuck!